My grandmother said, I talk calm. I talk as my grandma picking then my great grandma picking the chopsticks. You know they give the picking for Cooper. Now so they pursue me. I had to go and buy milk. So hi people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Niela Odum. If you're new here, welcome. Please do subscribe. Believe me, you're going to enjoy and love everything you come across on my channel. Premium content only. If you're a family member already, kisses to you. Thank you so much for all the love, support, the comments, engagement, and everything. Thank you for watching my videos. So let's get right into the video. So in today's video, we're going to be gisting about the 7 things motherhood brought upon me, like things I had to deal with as a mother, or how will I put it now? Yeah, things that motherhood brought on me that I was not prepared for. Like I knew of these things, or I know, okay, when you get married you do these things, or when you become a mother. But guys, it was not an easy, like it was work. I just want to chit chat about them. The first thing I'll be talking about is breastfeeding. Yeah, I'm a woman, right? I'm supposed to know that when you give birth you breastfeed. Abi, my brothers and sisters, what I went through because of breastfeeding, I never expected it. Like I didn't even see it coming. Nobody tells you of the sore. Nobody tells you of that pain when the breast is engorged. Like, when, for those that don't have an idea of what I'm talking about, when the breast is full of milk, it will feel like you're carrying rocks on your chest. Even air, like breeze that will blow your breast. The pain, it will reach your brain. I was not prepared for it. I won't lie to you. I never imagined that was what I was going to go through, or that what I was going to experience. Guys, it was not funny. That is why for me, one thing I was not prepared for was breastfeeding. The way they bite your nipples. Jesus Christ. Babies don't have, they don't have conscience. I'm serious. When they grab on your nipple, they don't have teeth with gum, just their gums. The pain, it will send shivers to your brain. Like I was not prepared for it at all. I was like, is this what I will go through? And me, I wanted to do baby friendly, or I wanted to do baby friendly, but I wasn't I didn't lactate. My milk didn't come out early. So with my son, I think I literally had like an argument, almost a quarrel with my grandma. She was like, this pikin need a chop, nothing they come out, this pikin, nothing they enter this pikin belly. Go buy food. I said, no, mommy, no worry. Me go come, mama just give her. Me go. I think my baby was almost 2 weeks or 14 days. I think about 2 weeks or so, or almost 2 weeks. I now bought a breast pump and tried to pump milk. Behold, almost 30 minutes. I didn't even get up to 5 ml. Like 5 ml of milk did not come out. My grandmother said, I talk calm. I talk as my grandma picking then my great grandma picking the chopsticks. You know they give the picking for Cooper. Now so they pursue me. I had to go and buy milk. So that was how my son started taking milk and then breastfeeding. So I started lactating properly from like almost a month after delivery. That was when milk started coming out very well. Same thing with my daughter. So with my daughter, I didn't even bother waiting. When I saw that it was that same experience of milk not coming out, I just bought milk and supplemented, But the pain that comes with breastfeeding, guys, I was not prepared for it at all. So secondly, the thing I was not prepared for about motherhood are the hospital scares, like having to rush to the hospital. You know how you be with a child and then all of a sudden they just change temperature, or it can be one thing, like they are spitting in a weird way, or one thing. Guys, I don't used to waste time. I don't pack everything, put for bag. Like I will load up my car, let's start going. We are going to the hospital. When we're in the hospital, I now call my mom. I say, mommy, see what happened. My mom will be like, no, now maybe we're just supposed to. And funny enough, when I was to the doctor will be like, no, it's just this little thing, it's just that little thing. But I never knew that I could be that person that every little thing I would want to, rush to the hospital. I think with my daughter it now reduced, but with my son, hey, Jesus Christ, every little thing. Let's go to the clinic. Let's just go to the clinic. I'm like, wow, is this how it is? But I was always ready to go to the hospital for the tiniest reason, and that was weird to me. Like sitting back and thinking about it, I'm like, it's crazy. Even up until now, anyway, I'm still that way. I don't like to self-medicate. So like, I have my doctor on speed dial. Every little thing, please see what happens. See what's going on with this person. See what's going on with that person. What do I do? Do you think I should go? You know, motherhood taught me that. Plain and simple, like motherhood brought that upon me. I was not expected. I didn't think, because before I started having children, I think the first time I laid on a hospital bed since I know myself was when I had my son. Like that's going to deliver. I've never been. I've before delivery or before, going to give birth to my son. I've never been to the hospital. Say they admitted me and stuff. So I was not a hospital person at all. So having to have children and now make hospital like my next. I never expected it there. Third thing motherhood I did not expect was cooking. But I grew up in a household where my mom loved to cook, so I wasn't really, I started cooking like my university self. That was when I started entering kitchen. But since I got married and started having children, the way I enter the kitchen, like morning till night, I'm in the kitchen cooking. If you're not doing this one, you're doing that one. If you're not doing that one, I'm like, wow, this is what I will do forever. It's not funny, but what do we do? Our children have to eat, right? So cooking, I was not prepared. Like I now have to cook all the time. All the time I'm in the kitchen cooking. I was not prepared, I won't lie to you. Baby care. That is my number. Like baby care. Hey, you are cleaning their ear, navel, this one, that. Like the list is endless. The list is endless. You can't have a baby and just wake up in the morning and the lineup of things you have to do for only the baby, not yourself. I'm not talking of yourself. I'm not even talking of chores. Like just the baby, the steps you have to take to care for your child. I was not prepared at all. During a mugo, when you see your mom doing all these things, I was not asking her that. These things you are doing, she's only this 1 week, like it's only this big. She said, no, that's what you'll be doing every day. I'm like, wow. People did not tell me this part too. I was not prepared. I wasn't prepared for this part, guys. But what do we do? The list is endless. You have to clean their ears. You have to clean their nose, clean their navel, their nails. If you don't cut their nails, they'll scratch themselves. Their clothes, you have to change all the time. Then when they start pouring up this, I don't know what, like it's just like vomit, but I think in my place it's called alcohol. Like that, I think that's what they call it in my dialect, alcohol. It pours and it smells, so you have to always be changing their clothes. You have to always be cleaning them up. Number 5 thing that motherhood taught me, having to remember everything. Before now, I used to forget. Like I forget a lot. I did not just know how to keep up with things. I can easily forget stuff. But since I became a mother, I have to. If you don't remember and things go bad, who will they blame? You have yourself to blame. Like now I have to remember everything. I have to remember everybody's schedule. I have to remember everybody's itinerary for the week, what they need for school, what they need for their extracurricular stuff, what they need for maybe if they have an appointment, medical appointment, what they need for playtime, like drugs. You have to remember everything. I had to learn to not forget stuff, because when you forget stuff, you will bear the consequences. I had to learn to always remember stuff. Motherhood taught me that, like, I had to always remember. Now I always remember stuff easily. I always remember stuff. Next on my list is chores. To clean up after children, it is no joke. When I hear people say she's a stay-at-home mom, she's not doing anything, or she's not working, she's at home, she's a stay-at-home mom, that is one of the most hectic jobs any human being can carry. Sitting at home just caring for children, it is hectic. You have to clean up after them. Your eyes have to be on them 24/7 to make sure they're not injuring themselves, they don't hurt each other, they don't fall down, they don't drink any chemical or harmful substance, they don't play with sharp objects. Like I'm like, wow, why me? Why do I have to do all these things? but you just have to, like, I found myself doing them. And with time, everything just came to me easily. Like, you know, I started coping very well. Like, I started dealing with, you can see me multitasking. I'm doing this, food is on fire. I have clothes in the machine. I'm spreading clothes at the backyard. I just finished bathing one person. Before, I didn't used to like work. When my family were working, I'm the one there to provide gist. I'll be just like pumping gist into the work. Everybody will be working smoothly, you know. But say me work, I did not like work growing up at all. But when I got married, when I started having children, nobody taught me. Life taught me, like I had to learn it. So now I find myself doing it and it comes to me easily. So when I know I can, you know, sublet or get somebody to do it, I get somebody to do it so I can rest. But that first time, like when I got into the whole motherhood life, I had to step up. I was not prepared. I was not prepared at all. I swear I was not prepared at all, but I had to learn. I had to step up. Lastly, one thing motherhood prepared or did not prepare me, or I was not prepared for, is the issue of having to be, you know, at alert with your kids to watch out for molestation or abuse or stuff like that. I was not prepared. Like, I remember when my daughter was, the first time she went to school, she was almost 2 years, yes. So there was a day I was beating her and I was scared. It was in the night. I think I was changing her a diaper or something because she was still wearing diaper, yeah, to sleep. So I felt like I saw something weird. That night I called my mom. My mom got to my house by 11, I think. My mom not checked her and she's like, nothing's wrong with her and everything. That I'm just being paranoid. Guys, I think it was God, because prayer helped me. I had to pray to God to help me to trust him that my children were safe, because I literally had paranoia. My friends know I'm crazy. Like, if you look at my child too much, I can't come. What is the problem? Why are you what is it like? And then the stories we heard online, you know, all these stories flying around did not help at all. I'm always paranoid. I'm always wondering what's going on. Hope nobody's touching them. Hope nobody's abusing them. You know, stuff like that. I was not prepared for it at all. I was not prepared for it. Like, the way the world is now, with so much stories of even parents abusing their children, fathers molesting their daughters and stuff like that. Like, it made me go crazy. I remember on Facebook, I had to leave. I left more than 7 groups one time because of all these stories. Whenever you open Facebook, this is the first thing you're seeing. I couldn't deal. I could not deal. It affected my mental health. Like, I was always paranoid. I was always like, my head is always imagining things, and I can imagine stuff. Oh my God. Don't even let me start on that. I can imagine stuff. So when it came to this situation, I just had to believe God. I just had to pray. I consciously started praying about it, and God has helped me. Like, at this point, I'm not as scared as all. Like, I don't worry about stuff like that so much, because I just believe my children are safe. I'm praying for them. They're okay. Like, that's that. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. See you in my next video.